I'm going to say again, I'm going to articulate it in more details. America is being destroyed for decades. The damage that's being caused right now is going to hurt us for decades. We are really, really, as a country, under severe attack. I don't think our country has been under anything close to this, certainly as long as I've been alive, which is about 48 years now. I know there's a lot of people talking about what's happening now in this moment, and that's fine. A lot of stuff that's happening now in this moment, it's bad stuff that should be talked about, should be discussed. But there are some longer lasting consequences of what's happening right now. Unfortunately, much of it may not be connected to the Trump administration, because by the time it happens, people are going to forget a lot of stuff that's happening right now. There's a lot of people, there's millions of Americans that even now, we're talking about them not knowing or remembering in the future. Even now, there's millions of Americans that have no idea what's happening right now. They're just getting information filtered through their preferred propagandists, right? But the reality is, let me crack this up a little bit. There's some damage happening right now that's going to take decades to repair, if we're ever able to repair it. Let me give you the outside perspective. If I were the leader of another country, so a country that has trade relations or is an ally of the United States of America, I can guarantee you what I'll be doing right now, what I probably would have been doing for a minute, is behind the scenes, closed door meetings with other allies, and also meetings with new potential allies. Necessity is the mother of invention. For a long time, many countries were allied with America, and it worked. So they focused on other things, right? So they were potentially blind to other opportunities, new allegiances and new opportunities, new trade relations. They weren't on the market. They weren't looking for these things, so they didn't see them. But Trump has put them on the market now, right? Trump has made them feel that they can't trust America, they can't rely on America as far as an ally, as far as a trade partner. Trump has told the world that America is an unserious country. We're so divided that you could have a great relationship with one president and make deals, and then somebody like Trump can come along and just wipe it all away. And this can't happen. You know, this is serious stuff. You're talking about messing around with the economy of entire countries. As a world leader, it would be my job to defend and protect my people. I can't have them subject to the whims of this craziness that's happening in America. So I would want to be working to isolate my country from America. Again, new alliances, new trade relations. But it goes deeper than that. Again, necessity is the mother of invention. If I were other countries observing this, observing how America's allies and trading partners are being treated and how nervous they're getting, I guarantee you, it's not just countries, also businessmen. If I ran a business, I'm selling any kind of product, anything that, I want to trade with other countries, I would be so excited right now because I would be, as a country or as a business, in another country, I would be looking to take advantage of America's sloppiness. While America's goofing around with Donald Trump and his trade war and whatever, Doge, yeah, Doge, and he's got this drug addict doing this slash and burn thing. I mean, I could see, and then all that stuff like they're not vetted or whatever. So there's going to be security threats. There's probably going to be cyber attacks. All kinds of things going to, and that's again this whole. This is like a butterfly moment. I don't know if that's supposed to describe it. They talk about like time travel. You go back in time and then you kill a butterfly. I think I don't know. It's been so long, and because you kill that one butterfly, you think it's a small thing, but that leads to something else, and that could lead to the end of the world or starting world wars because of the chain reaction. Any one little thing that you change, like that's kind of what's happening now. There's a ripple effect that's happening, all because of what Trump is doing in the Trump administration. So if I were an international trader of any sort, I would just be so excited right now because I would be like, listen, everybody that America screws over that I can supply, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna figure out what kind of deal America had with them, and I'm gonna offer them a sweeter deal, right? America goofing around doesn't seem to really care. So they probably taken for granted our trade partners. They feel like they were always going to be there. So I can come in and add, sweeten the pot. What were you doing with America? Okay, I'm going to give you a 5% discount. Plus, for every million stuff that you order, I'm going to offer you a blah, 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 blah. I'm going to make it so sweet. And here's the problem with that, because I know some people may be thinking this is just temporary and blah, 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 blah. If a bunch of very smart people in other countries jump in and take our place as far as an ally, as far as a trade partner, these trading partners may not be incentivized to trade with us again. Right? If they have better deals with other countries, better prices, better whatever, and that's the whole thing. I would make it sweeter. Like, I'm going to give you a better deal than what America was doing. Right? And under the Trump administration, at least, he's not going to be aggressively trying to, like, please buy our products or whatever relationship, because he's got too much arrogance. He's got too much of an ego. So it's going to be easy for other countries and other businesses around the world to snatch up our business, snatch up our trade relationships, take our place. And also, just the fact that our trading partners have been put in a situation where they need to look for alternatives, they may find things that are better, that work out better for them, right? For many reasons. Maybe they find a trade partner that maybe the price is not all attractive, but there's something else that they benefit from, a relationship with that partner. So it's like, okay, we were getting this stuff from America slightly cheaper, or if they were selling stuff to us, we were getting a little bit more money from America selling it. But you guys also have something that we need, and we didn't even realize it, or whatever it is. Opportunities can come up. I'm sure many of you have had that in your lives where you've gone through a difficult time, and if you really, really push hard and persevere, you can find all kind of solutions. You can come up with things you never thought about, try something new, and that's how you discover things like, whoa, I would have never discovered this thing if I wasn't so desperate that I'm out here looking for, alternatives. Like maybe there's some software you use, something simple as that, software that you use all the time and it works for you. It's not the best, but it's what you use, you're comfortable with. And because you're comfortable, you never bother looking. If that software company screws you over, puts you in a situation to look for an alternative. And then when you look for an alternative, you might find that, whoa, that software I was using sucks. This new software from some other company is so much better. So when that other company gets their act together, you might not even be interested anymore because you found something new and you really like it. Now you're comfortable there and you're good. Just like how you were comfortable in the beginning, which is why I didn't know about the alternative. Now that you found your alternative, you're comfortable now. As long as they take care of you, you're like, I'm good, right? So what does that mean? All of these things are going to lead to inflation, things being more expensive, because one of the reasons why some things are as cheap as they are is because of our international relationships. I know some people may have an idea. It's funny that some of the left wing folks seem to have this idealistic view of America, of some kind of utopia, right? Type of thing. One second. So I think there's folks on the left to some degree have this utopian idea about how things could be. You know, everybody has a house and this and that and whatever. And I think that the right wing is not unlike that. I think many of them may have this utopian vision where America is so powerful and, you know, we could cut off everybody and we don't need nobody for nothing. We got the most powerful military in the world. Um, you know, we can start manufacturing everything here in America, right? Made in the USA. I remember those ads back in the day when I was a kid, right? Um, but unfortunately, one of the reasons why, you know, life is as good as it is in America in terms of our economy, in terms of what we pay, is because of these international relationships. So the utopian vision of America being completely independent and, you know, we're not doing any wars and we're not involved in anything. We're just here in America and where everything's great and yeah, yeah. You know, that's just not how it works, man. That's not how it works. You look at other parts of the world and they're paying a lot more for things that we take for granted, you know, and why is that? Relate international relations. You know, over the years, I know some of it is imperialism, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Left wing will tell you about that part. But um, it's the result of a lot of international relations. We've made friends, we've made allies, we've made trading partners. And the result of that is the life that we live here that a lot of conservatives are proud of. And maybe it's going a little bit too much to their heads that they don't realize the decades long damage that's being caused right now. Right? Over time, we keep pissing off people in other countries. Again, they're going to start moving away from us. We are going to lose the respect of the international community. And when it comes time for maybe a wartime scenario, I mean, we'd like to not have war, but things happen. There's going to be a time in the future where we need allies to help us. If we don't have the allies to help us in a wartime scenario, that means more of our troops die. More of your children die. Previously, other countries have been able to help us out. We work together and keep the casualties to a minimum because we share the load. But why would you want to be sharing the load with America now, especially if you can find new partners? America has one of the most powerful militaries in the world, but I don't know. We gotta think about the relevance of that. I mean, the relevance of that would mean if I'm a partner of America, it's gonna say, in theory, who should I fear? Who should I fear when America's on my side because of the military we have? But um, tell that to the Ukrainians. And therein lies the problem. We're demonstrating that our military is not really all that relevant as far as, you know, previously we could get a lot of things from other countries that benefit us, right? Everybody wants to be friends with America. We have the most powerful military on the planet, right? So me as a smaller country, how can I help you out, America? How can I help you? How can I get under your wing so you can protect me? But if Trump destroys that image of us being a protector, someone you want to be friends with because will protect you. If he destroys that image, then a lot of opportunities and relationships, they die. A lot of new opportunities and relationships don't happen, right? Um, this is really going to hurt us for a very long time. And the other thing I talked about before in another video is cyber attacks, right? All the sloppiness with these people messing around with our systems, not following any protocol at all, not vetted. I mean, the guy leading the thing is a drug addict. I mean, it's almost as if they want to have us be attacked, right? It's like, it's almost as if that's the intention. The intention is to expose us to foreign agents getting into our systems, getting our data, hacking our infrastructure. I mean, the power grid, man. These systems that this is dangerous stuff we're playing around with, man. It's very, very dangerous stuff. And again, a lot of people are just focusing on the now, and I guess that makes sense, but there's a lot of damage that's going to happen in the future and could last for decades. And the sum of all of this could be the death of America. We're not invincible. We can fall just like any other nation. We're a very young country. We're not invincible. We're not a toy. Like the administration right now is playing around with America like America's a toy. It's not a big deal. Like this is a video game, you know? You die, you just get a new life, you start over, reset. That's not how it works, man. You piss on the world pisses back on you. I don't know, man, because the people who need to hear this message, they just don't get it. I don't know. It's just a very, very childish mindset. They just don't understand, why we are as great as we are. They don't understand why all the things they love about America, like they don't understand what's behind it. Like they think it's just flags, right? American flag, red, white, and blue, yeah, singing songs, and there's a lot of stuff that is behind why we're able to live the life that we do. And a lot of that is international relations. We had a massive wealth transfer during the pandemic, and now we're looking at another massive wealth transfer. The markets keep crashing and crashing and crashing, but a lot of these billionaires and elites, Donald Trump and his friends, these guys probably sitting on a lot of cash. They know what they're doing. Destroy the economy. Then they buy everything at a discount. Cheap real estate, cheap stocks. And then when the market finally recovers, they'll double, triple their wealth, but we become even poorer. Just like during the pandemic, a lot of people got hurt. A lot more people are going to get hurt again. An interesting thing is, the more we struggle, the more these prices go up, the more people lose their jobs, the more small businesses get destroyed. The easier it's going to be for people like Donald Trump and his friends. And it's not just on the right, because you see a lot of these billionaires, they see the opportunity and they're all lining up trying to get a piece of the action. They're not with us. Any of these billionaires, I don't care, liberal billionaire, conservative billionaire, they're not with us. They will line up behind Trump and they will double, triple, 10 times their wealth. And if they destroy the economy, because the way, like I said, like you see what happened, major crashes, even me as just a small investor, I made a lot of money during the crash during the pandemic. right? Nothing like what these guys are doing. So can you imagine people, billionaires? All this the economy's crashing. When it rises back up, they're going to make a killing. Meanwhile, regular people are not going to have health care. They're not going to be able to afford the rent, not going to be able to afford the mortgage, right? They're going to be more dependent. They're going to be weaker. Like all these programs that they're slashing, these are programs that are keeping people afloat. People that are not afloat, people that are desperate, are people that are easier to control. So it's going to mean the oligarchy is going to be able to control us even more. You know, it's a really bad situation, man. No one's going to have time to protest when they can't feed their children. And I'm sure the elites like Trump and his friends, they know this. The more that they destroy the economy, the more that they take away these safety net programs, the more desperate people become. And people that are struggling to survive, to pay their bills, to buy groceries, to buy gas, they don't have time to protest. They don't have time to pay attention. So you're going to have more people that are disengaged, right? They just get frustrated. Government doesn't work and it doesn't matter. We don't have any power, whatever. It is what it is, right? And then the elites, the so-called deep state, the new deep state, right? Supposedly Trump is shutting down the deep state, but if you shut down the deep state, then that means you're the new deep state, right? Trump put all of his loyalists in power, right? He's putting people in power that did not earn their positions. They don't have their historically unqualified for the positions. The only thing they qualify by is based on them being loyalists, right? It's not good, guys. And this is not about left wing, right wing, conservatism, liberalism. None of that stuff matters right now. This is America under attack by the elites and the billionaires. Unfortunately, there's a lot of poor people and middle class people that are helping them. But besides that fact, this is not about ideology. It's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about the United States of America. It is being burned to the ground. This is Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. Like I said previously in my other video, I think it's very important that if we survive this, that we remember the people that took us here. It's important that we remember everyone that was still MAGA in 2025. It is imperative that we make sure that we never forget every single one of them. We got to make sure that they never again have the ability to do this kind of destruction, because we can see that these people are dangerous people. They don't care about America. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. This is all funny, right? This is all a big joke, and it's, own the libs or whatever. These types of childish people, selfish people who don't have any empathy whatsoever, we need to make sure we never forget. Remember the names of all of the MAGA influencers, big and small. We need to make sure that if we get through this, that it's the end for them. They shouldn't be able to show their faces anywhere trying to do videos or online content. They need to be treated like parasites, like they are. Because these people are dangerous people. They are the ones who helped pour fuel on the fire to burn this country to the ground. Never forget. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. This is only the beginning, guys. It's going to get much, much worse. I don't think any of us is going to live long enough to see the end of the damage being caused right now. To the day you die, there's still going to be some damage that was caused in this moment. Very likely. I can't see the future, but that's very likely what we're looking at. Just like how some of the stuff that we've been dealing with already was caused decades ago, things that happened before we were born are the reasons why some things are the way they are now. The same thing is going to be happening again. All right, guys, I'm out.